The signal's there, lights are flashing away. And they're off and racing to the last of the day. Quiet Whisper, Hey and Lad from the inside. Palace Rogue also jumped out there on level terms and is burning through, looking for the lead early. And over on the outside, Quiet Whisper, Bavander, the Tote Crusher going up there. So nearly 5 across the track. Right behind that leader going into the first corner. Witchery Woman had settled behind Montagna. Then On Stage and Blue Tracer going back. So is Break the Chain and Willie Wagtail. They're really flying along as they head up the Matheson Road side of the track at the 1600. Where the leader is Palace Rogue for Mitch Pateman by a length, Hey and Lad. Then the Tote Crusher sitting out there deep, trying to work his way across now in front of Midwest Crown, who's settled outside of Montagna. A length and a half away to Bavander. Quiet Whisper, Witchery Woman on the inside next. A length and a half On Stage. Blue Tracer followed then by Willie Wagtail. It's 3 deep turning up into the back of the course and the tail end to Break the Chain. A really steady clip, 1200 left to go that they've set here in front behind Palace Rogue. It shows the way as they work to the river. It's Palace Rogue, 3/4 Hey and Lad. The Tote Crusher doing a mountain of work wide. In the middle, Midwest Crown. The speed comes off at the 1,000 metres. They start to bunch right up behind Palace Rogue. Montagna got up onto the bridle there, right up on the heels of the leader. And then Bavander, Witchery Woman down on the inside of Quiet Whisper. Willie Wagtail's been out there 3 deep in transit. On Stage in the middle by the 800 from Blue Tracer, who's down on the inside, strung up for Pike, and taking off around them now is Break the Chain at the 700, and Palace Rogue still in front, only a half a length. Hey and Lad, the Tote Crusher. Over on the inside, travelling fourth is Montagna, given a great run into the race by Carberry. Midwest Crown just starting to feel the pinch a little in the middle. Bavander going around them. Witchery Woman searching for a rails run. Quiet Whisper On Stage back behind them, taking via the Cape around the outside is Break the Chain from Willie Wagtail, and Blue Tracer's got the task in front of it. Palace Rogue headed for home at the 250 from Montagna, getting right up on the cutaway. It's Palace Rogue though at the 150, responding magnificently. He kicks away again from them, Palace Rogue. He's got Montagna beaten. Blue Tracer got an inside run, but a great all the way win by Palace Rogue. Palace Rogue easily from Montagna, and third home Blue Tracer. Willie Wagtail On Stage together next in from Witchery Woman, followed then by Quiet Whisper, Break the Chain wider out. Hey and Lad, Midwest Crown, followed by Bavander, and tailing out to run last is the Tote Crusher. Palace Rogue. Big performance this, 2:04.19. They've run the clock. Jumped brilliantly from the inside. He held the front. He didn't back off until about the 1200. He got a bit of a breather between there and the 800 metres or thereabouts, and then he was off again rolling. He had the challenge from Montagna and then found another gear. A really decisive victory here in the last by Palace Rogue, the Dick Turpin gelding for Darren McAuliffe and Mitch Pateman. 2:04.19. They ran 5:42.20 Palace Rogue. Montagna 160. Blue Tracer, who was well back, found a big run down on the cutaway section of the track, running into third spot, $1.90. Willie Wagtail out there wide has finished fourth in front of On Stage. 2, 1, 3 and 6 are the official placing. So a fine victory here by Palace Rogue. Dick Turpin, Palace Alice gelding, lightly raced, and that's its 5th run, 2nd win off 2 placings, but a really strong performance to do it from go to woe in that last race for the day. 2.5 lengths, the official winning margin, and a neck 2nd and 3rd. And that's it today from Ascot. We'll leave it back there in the studio of TAB Radio Racing and Sport, and continue on downstairs now here with Britt Taylor there, catching up with Darren McAuliffe after that very impressive all the way win, Britt.
It was impressive, wasn't it? And from one Darren to the next, Darren McAuliffe, that was a really nice victory. Were you confident that he had that in him off the 7-day backup?
Yeah, look, he's a half-brother to a Perth Cup winner. We've always had, held him in pretty high regard. I was just concerned about the 7-day backup because he's sort of been a bit of a fragile kind of a horse, and we've had to hold his hand the whole way through. But yeah, that was the only concern. Staff at home had done a great job. He pulled up well from his last run. He was probably just out-sprinted last Wednesday, beaten fair and square. But yeah, Mitchie's ridden him a treat there today, and he's been pretty dominant in the end, yeah.
He's only been lightly raced as such far. Do you think that he has a lot more in him this preparation?
Oh, certainly, you know, up over the trip, he's got a pretty bright future. I'd say he'd be a Saturday class stayer. But look, we might put him away now and just let him grow and mature and be patient with him.
And as you mentioned, it was a nice ride by Mitch, and it's always good when you can see these horses get out in front and do it from go to woe. Yeah,
look, we sort of had a bit of a chat about plans and tactics this morning, and he can, you know, he's got the Norton bit on and obviously a shadow roll. So what you saw early on with him over racing, getting his head up, he's not easy. He's a bit of a project horse, but Mitch has got a good association with him and knows him well. He got a breather. He did eventually switch off. Got a breather for about 300, and then he had a decent kick at the end. So it was good.
It was nice to see him kick away at the end. Congratulations.
Thanks, Brenny.
We'll catch up with Mitch Pateman in just a moment, and you do see that horse with all the gear on. He's obviously not the easiest horse, but Mitch got him to settle nicely in the end, and we'll get a word from Mitch in just a moment. And Mitch, just the one ride today. It's always nice on a cold Wednesday when the one ride you can salute on.
Yeah, especially when they got 58.5. That's beautiful. So
you could have breakfast this morning.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, it's a bit easier. So no, it was really good. He's obviously bred to get a trip. The mare's obviously a pretty good mare, and he's starting to go the right way about it.
Darren was just saying all the gear that he does have to wear, he can be a little bit difficult. How did you find him today?
Very difficult, yeah. He out of the straight the first time, and probably to the 14, he gave me a torrid ride. From the 14 to the 6, he was pretty good. And then when I ramped it up, he quickened real well, and yeah, he hit the line like a pretty good stayer.
Do you think there's even more improvement to come if he can relax in those early stages?
Yeah, if he learns to mature and goes the right way about things, he's going to get to a really good level. He's obviously got a lot to learn. He's only young, and I'm sure he'll get there.
Certainly an exciting horse in our staying ranks. Congratulations, Mitch.
Thanks, Britt.
Mitch Pateman there and Darren McAuliffe combining with Palace Rogue to win the last race of the day.